Hey, Sam here from guitar.com. We're at the Eastman booth at NAMM 2020, and I'm here with Otto, who is the designer of the incredible new Romeo SC. So, Otto, tell us more about this guitar. This guitar was really interesting when it came around in the first place with its single cut and humbucker configuration, but now you've got a T-style in the neck. So, what drove you to sort of adjust this guitar?
When we first released the Romeo, we found that it was a very versatile instrument, so we figured to kind of broaden the sound, we put a single coil in the neck and kind of opened up the spectrum from very warm sounding neck sounds to kind of really bright articulate lead tones. And it just kind of works extremely well with a semi-hollow platform, and kind of just, we love the way it sounded and we just ran with it.
Understandably, people might assume that this guitar is a jazz box, but what's really interesting is it has kind of almost Fender-style tones to it. It really does lean into that sort of single-coil aesthetic. So how have you achieved that?
Semi-hollow built guitars, the construction, they kind of have their own natural resonance to it, and the pickups, when built right, they kind of capture that sound a lot. So that kind of twangy articulation that you can get is amazing. With the Romeo, just because you kind of hear this kind of resonance or not feedback per se, but just some kind of overtones that kind of just color the natural sound of the guitar.
And Dan, what's your perspective on this guitar? Because obviously we spoke earlier about the SP55. This is another new model for Eastman, another new model that surely is going to compete with its older brother.
I think the exciting stuff with Romeo is the vision behind it, and Otto is such a huge part of that. And where we're going to grow with the Romeo line is, this is just our first step of going to a place Eastman's never really been before. To have like you said, a T-style in there, that's a new thing, and we're excited to just kind of branch out from what we've been doing in the past.
That is really interesting, isn't it? Because obviously this is your first original guitar design. So does that mean that you have, or almost original guitar, entirely new? It doesn't echo the style of an LP or anything like that. So does that give you more license to be more creative with it?
That's the plan. We're going to let Otto loose and see what he can get done, man.
So Alec, again, like in the previous video, this is your first time playing this guitar. What's your perspective?
I mean, it plays great. It's really easy to get around, move around the fretboard. I'm really liking this middle position. And this thing with some overdrive, this humbucker really kicks. So yeah, I like it. It's really unique. It's cool. It's got its own vibe. So I like it.
Right. Thanks very much, guys. For more on this great new guitar, head over to guitar.com.